Good morning student. Welcome to the biology class. This video is the continuation video of ecosystem. In the previous video already we have studied about that the ecosystem, what are the biotic and abiotic component, and in this video we are going to study about that the food chain and food web. See student, children, where do we get the energy to do different work? Yes, it is where food that we eat. Means the food is the source of energy to all living organism, and to we obtain the food, the energy to depends on the different plant and animal. That how our ecosystem is the functioning. Got it student? Is the food is the source of energy to all living organism, and we get the energy from food. Okay, let us see. Consider this grasshopper depends on the grass. This grasshopper depends on the grass to obtain the food, and this grasshopper is eaten by frog, and this frog, the snake is eaten by frog, and eagle is eaten by a snake. Means all living organism are depend each other for a food. In this chain, the grass is a producer. Why? Because the grass obtain the energy from sun and to produce its own food, and another all living organisms to feed each other. Means the grasshopper, frog, snake, eagle, they are consumers. Understood student? Means what? In this series all organisms that eat one another and flow of energy from one organism to the organism. This is called as the food chain. Understood student? Means in this series all organisms are depend another organism for a food. Let us see what is the definition of food chain. See student, food chain means a series of organisms that eat one another and resulting in flow of energy from one organism to the another. This is called as the food chain. Understood student? What is meant by food chains? Means in this chain all organisms are eat each other. One organism eat another organism and flow the energy from one organism to the another is called as the food chain. Means many such food chain exists in our ecosystem. See student, this is the one food chain. There are so many food chains are present in our nature. You might have seen in our ecosystem. Many such food chain exist in our ecosystem. Means one organism can be food many. Let us understand this with the diagram. See the worms. The worms feed on the same grass, and the worm eaten by frog, and the worm eaten by hen also. Means what? There are many food chain, and these food chain are interconnecting to each other. See the hen. Hen is eaten grain also and worm also. Means it is the organic, and means it is the food is obtained from plant and this food is obtained from animal. So the hen is the omnivorous. In the previous video already we have studied about that what is meant by carnivorous, omnivorous, herbivorous. Means hen is the omnivorous. Why? Because it obtains the food from plant also and animal also. Here you see student, means many multiple food chain. The hen and frog, the eagle is eaten by the hen and frog. See, means the eagle is the highest animal in that ecosystem. Means there is a many food chains, and these food chains are interconnecting. This is called as the food web. Understood what is meant by food web? Means here if you see many multiple food chains are formed and they are interconnecting to each other. This is called as the food web. Let us see what is the definition of food web. Food web is a network of interconnecting the food chain in natural community of different organisms. This is called as the food chain. Food chain means in the food chain there is contain the many food web means the many food chains are interconnecting to each other. It's called as the food web. Understood, student? Let us see. We have studied about that the food web means in that figure there is many food chains, means many organisms are depend to another organism for a food. And observe this diagram. The eagle is an example all the food chain. It is a predator. Why the eagle is a predator? Because it is not a prey for any other organism. Like hen is a prey of eagle, frog is a prey of eagle, but in the food chain, in the food web, the eagle have no any predator. Eagle is a predator, means only the eagle can feed all organism. So in that food web, the eagle is the apex consumer. It is also called as the predator. Then what happened? Means after is there are always highest point in the eagle is the highest point in the food chain. Then what happened? Then their apex consumer, they are ultimately die and decompose. When the eagle die, it decomposes. Means in our nature there is many bacteria and fungi. They are decompose the dead and decayed material. And next setup is the biotic component. And this biotic component it added back to the soil. Understood, student? Means in our ecosystem has a such food chain and food web functioning that help in transfer the energy from one organism to the another organism. So see, student, next time you are eating something, so remember you too same part of the food chain. Got it, student? What is meant by food chain and food web? Let us revise what is the definition of food chain and food web. Food chain means what? A series of organisms that eat one another and resulting in flow of energy from one organism to the another organism is called as the food chain. And what is meant by food web? Means many food chain, the network of food chain, they are interconnecting to each other. This is called as the food web. Understood, student, this video? Thank you.